Welcome to Mr. Orth's Flipped Classroom for Grammar. Today, a review of subject complements, predicate nouns, and predicate adjectives. A complement is a word that completes the meaning of a verb. There are two types of subject complements. A predicate noun, which identifies, renames, or defines the subject. This can also be referred to as a predicate nominative, N-O-M-I-N-A-T-I-V-E. A nominative in this context might refer to a noun or pronoun. So when you're not sure if it's a noun or pronoun, you might refer to it as a predicate nominative in this type of lesson. Also, there's a predicate adjective, which is a subject complement, which just simply describes the simple subject. Both only follow or get paired with linking verbs. How to find these? Number one, always find the verb, all parts of it. Because you find one doesn't mean you're done. 2. Verify the verb is a linking verb. Subject complements always and only are paired with linking verbs. If you have an action verb, then you're not going to find a subject complement such as a predicate noun or predicate adjective. Number 3, in most cases, you want to find simply the main word that follows the linking verb. You do have to be mindful that there are such things as inverted sentences, or sentences that are turned around, such as here is and there are type sentences. Those kind may need to be rewritten in order to be clear, so you can find the predicate noun or predicate adjective. If the word is the main word, the most important word, meaning you picked only one word which follows the linking verb, and that word's a noun, then it's a predicate noun. If that word is an adjective, then it's a predicate adjective. Another way to test this is that in most cases, if it's a predicate adjective and it's describing a simple subject, you may be able to simply take that predicate adjective and put it immediately in front of the simple subject, and the phrase that is now formed makes sense. If the example sentence is, the car is red, red is describing a simple subject, car, following the linking verb is. We could simply say the red car, and in a sentence that's more descriptive, we could get rid of a linking verb and actually have the red car performing an action which is more interesting to the reader. First example, the house appeared quiet. You may recall seeing this example before when we talked about how linking verbs like appeared may not actually be an action verb, even though it might look like it. The house was quiet works, therefore we understand that appeared is actually a linking verb because it can be replaced by the linking verb was. So the verb here is appeared. Again, it's a linking verb. So now we ask the question, what's the main word after the verb? Well, the only word is quiet. The question is, what's the simple subject? Well, the simple subject is house. Does the word quiet describe the house? Yes. Since predicate adjectives describe the simple subject, and because house is the simple subject, quiet describing house means that quiet is a predicate adjective. Second example, the room was a disaster following the party. What's the verb? A little bit easier this time, and that was is on your list of popular and common linking verbs. If you wanted to stop and say, well, what's a simple subject? The room. The room was what? Pick one word to answer that question. We're not looking for it like it's a direct object, but it's the same kind of question. Would you pick disaster, area, or party? In this case, following the party, that's a descriptive phrase, so we can't use that. Disaster can be a noun, but in this sentence, is disaster describing the room or is disaster describing the area? It's describing the area. So in this sense, the sentence reads, the room was an area. It's describing the place. It's a noun. Area is a noun. So because we have that linking verb with the most important word being area that follows it, area is another term for the room because nouns rename other things. So area is a predicate noun. Continue with the practice. Let your teacher know if you have questions, and be sure to check on these things. You might start to get confident here, and that can be a good thing unless you don't realize how many mistakes you're making. Good hunting.